Vestas Wind Systems. First off, read this disclaimer carefully and do your good deed of the day by liking and subscribing. So we go to the Megatrends, and this is under alternative energy, which is currently outperforming from the lows the eco-friendly theme. So if we look here at Vestas Wind Systems, so they are, obviously in the wind energy business. 21-ish% here from the 52-week low, but we have seen a minus 25%, minus 26 actually percent pullback from the highs. This is the company's website, so more than 24 years of offshore wind behind us. Yeah, wind, it means the world to us. So Vestas is the energy industry, a global partner on sustainable energy solutions. So they manufacture, design, install, and service wind turbines across the globe. So in 85 countries. So yeah, definitely, a big player in this space. So let's look here at, the charts. So this is, the big picture, weekly data points, and we have a lot of moves here. We have seen that we emerged from this monster inverse head and shoulders pattern back here, major breakout, and that very explosive bubble rally that was followed by a pullback. It is interesting to see that these time cycles have been relatively reliable, and as of late we also have these smaller time cycles here. There is the suggestion that we are currently part of this major rising phase, and also we have these small time cycles, with the current one still in the rising mode. So that, that's interesting from a more bullish perspective. When we look here at, the most recent developments, you can see here that for some time now we have essentially been moving sideways. And, the longer we go sideways, the bigger the eventual breakout. I think that you could make, a pretty decent case here that we have some horizontal floor. So I think that would be my primary thesis here. The purple 20-week moving average is currently a big deal. It has been good, well, decent at least, support in the past. Sometimes only for a bounce, like here you simply just got a bounce, but at least it's a rally. Here it became way more significant, part of a major move. Currently we are bouncing a bit from that level. The last 2 weeks clearly testing it. But the 20-week, as you see here with these pink arrows, it can also become pretty stubborn resistance. So that's something we need to respect. When we jump here into the daily data points, then you could make a very strong case that the blue 100-day moving average is the key moving average to watch. We are currently testing it as support, but it has been resistance in the past. So yeah, let's look at the other technical indicators. What sticks out for me here is that when you look here at accumulation distribution on the weeklies, we do have some bullish divergence. So institutions are buying this pullback. Looking here at the MACD, we did get a bit of a buy signal. Jumping here into the daily data points, when we look here at the current daily RSI, we are at a low level that has been bought and formed some temporary lows in the recent past. So that's interesting. So there's that. Okay, when we go here and look a bit at the statistical correlations, at the weekly data point we have very strong with the S&P 500 at almost 90%, 99% with the wind energy fan ETF, so that is pretty strong. Looking at the shorter time frame, only 37% positive with the S&P 500, and only actually 65% here with the fan ETF. Though the correlation has definitively been much stronger, well, significantly stronger in the past. Looking here at the seasonality over the last 5 years, you see that October is a weak month. But November and December are very strong, which means that October could be a pretty good time to buy Vestas. Here again, over the last 10 years, weakness in October, usually a minus 2% pullback, but November and December are very strong. For 14 years, the same primary trend. December is, well, along with March, it's literally the strongest month. So yeah, the seasonality is definitively more bullish. We unfortunately do not get data from Finviz. SACS, they do have some data. So it is the case that we have a number 4 sell, which is bearish, but we do have a C value score and also a B growth and an A momentum. So the style scores here are pretty good. Industry rank bottom 17%. That's obviously not that bullish, but the alternative energy theme is so broad, and there's different dynamics across uranium, you have wind, you have hydro power. I mean, it's very different businesses. The dividend is here 0.43%, but definitively it is just a symbolic dividend. Market cap $39 billion US, so there's definitely some size. So if I were to sum up my take here for Vestas, I think that this is definitively an interesting theme. We have seen a pullback, we have support. I think that, from a bullish perspective, technicals look good. Seasonality definitively was interesting. Fundamentals as well, also interesting. So there's more reasons here to be bullish than bearish. The caveat I have with wind energy is that there are issues when it comes to the ecological side of wind energy, because the big picture is always most important. So when you look at any kind of clean or ecological solution, you need to measure whether it's ecological from A to Z. And there are instances where partly it is like clean, but then other aspects of the value chain are simply not clean. And the critique when it comes to wind energy is that animals do not like windmills. They are noisy, and we do see that there is this drop-off in wildlife around these windmills. And also humans frankly dislike them as well because they are very noisy. So from a purely PR perspective, there are issues when it comes to wind energy being like a solution to our energy problems.